I'm here at Eagles Talent Speakers Bureau with best-selling author, pilot, and keynote speaker Janine Shepherd. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So I think we're just going to jump right into the questions. That sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So the story of your bicycle accident is extremely well known in Australia. I mean, I know it made national news. But for our American viewers out there who aren't as familiar with it, could you describe a little bit about what happened?
Well, I was training for the Winter Olympics. I was a cross-country skier. I was training for the 88 Winter Olympics in Calgary. I was on a training bike ride with my teammates, and we'd been riding for 6 hours. With 10 minutes to go on the ride, I was run over by a truck. So I had what I call my death experience. Not my
that's got to be pretty close to that.
Yeah,
Wow,
I did.
all right.
I had extensive and life-threatening injuries.
Right, and obviously you survived and you're doing great.
Well,
so that's
yeah,
good.
but I'm actually a paraplegic. I'm a walking paraplegic. People
okay.
don't realise that.
Yeah.
So,
All right. With everything that you've been through, I mean, how do you keep such a positive attitude after all of that?
Well, I think, I say to people, I knew I had the first 10 days, which I call my death experience.
Okay.
I recognised that I didn't want to come back to my body, and I made a clear choice to come back to my body.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that really gives me the awareness now that everything in life is a choice. We have a choice.
Yeah.
Every single
Right.
day we wake up and we have a choice how we approach the day.
Right.
And I don't want to miss out on any, one moment of my life.
I love that.
Because
I
this
can
is
agree with
it.
you on that. I like that. So after your accident, you became a pilot, a flight instructor, earned a university degree, raised 3 children, and authored a best-selling book. How long did it take you to accomplish all that? Like, what was the time frame?
What day is it today? Well, it's a long time. I left hospital. I spent 6 months in a spinal ward and got out in a wheelchair and a plaster body cast,
Right.
and that was probably the interesting moment of my life was when I was home. They told me I'd never do anything again.
Yeah.
I'd have to rethink everything I did in my life, and
Right.
it was in my wheelchair and plaster cast, and an aeroplane flew over, and I looked up and thought, if I can't walk, then maybe I can fly. And
Yeah.
I think that's where my story gets very interesting. And I was lifted up into that aeroplane for the first time, and it was the most incredible sense of freedom.
I could imagine, yeah.
So I did go on and become a pilot, not just a private pilot, but a commercial pilot, a flying instructor, as you said.
Yeah.
But then I learned to fly upside down, and I became an aerobatics flying
That
instructor.
must have just changed everything.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
And of course, I said I wouldn't have kids. I became a mother, had 3 kids, finished my university degree, and wrote, I've written 6 books now. And,
It's incredible.
and my first book in Australia was turned into a movie, so it is very well known in Australia.
Gotcha. All right. So, yeah, basically going on to this, recently you published your latest book, Defiant. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You actually ended the book by saying, I am uncertain about where I am headed and what awaits me, and I still fear. Yet I am not afraid. As a keynote speaker, can you explain to the audience how they could apply this to their everyday lives?
Well, we hear so many people talk about fear, and I say that fear is a wonderful thing. It's part of who we are. We need to embrace that. And the problem with fear is that we can let it stop us doing anything in life on a personal level or a business level.
Right.
But when we turn towards our fears, we realize that they're really not as big as we think they are. The problem isn't fear itself. The problem is paralysis.
Yeah.
Not acting.
Throughout all that, it helps you grow, so it's honestly a good thing.
Everything is here to teach us so we
Yes.
can grow, evolve, expand, whether, as I said, on a personal level or as a business model as well.
Absolutely agree with that one. I love that. Well, I think that's all of our questions for today. Thank you so much for going live with us.
Thank you, Ariel.
You can find Janine on eaglestalent.com or all of her social medias, which we'll post below. Thank you.
See you guys.